Yo, what's up, guys? Yo, what's up, guys? Hey, Duffable. Hey, Axo. Hey, Squigums. How y'all doing? Oh, you could hear me through YouTube and Twitch? That's funny. That's good support right there. You're on both. Yo, Duffable, I saw the door you made. That thing is sick. No, I actually haven't seen some of the rooms, so you're gonna get my live reaction. I haven't seen any of them. Yo, how's it going, Chrisman Gold? Good to see you again. How's your Friday going? $12-hour stream starting now? I don't think so. 12 hours is crazy. So today I actually want to work on the one of the enemies because we worked on the rat the other day. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna check out Duffable's rooms right now. Oh my gosh, these look so good. Dang, he got the flowing water too. I finished one so far and I'm 90% done with the second one. I'll probably get it done tomorrow. Bet. No, this looks so good. With the crates and everything. Oh yeah, this looks great. Dang, you really outdid yourself, Duffable. This looks so good. I love the floor texture too. Did you make this yourself or did you get it off of a website? Let me see what these rooms are called so I can only have them. This is 22 and 21. $22, 21. Yeah, of course, all the props you made yourself. No, it would be really a lot of work to make all the textures for the floors and stuff. You didn't put anything in the build out? No. Don't tell me that. Oh no. Okay. Maybe it's something I can do right now. Where are they? Oh crap. Are these surface appearances needed? Or can I delete these surface appearances? If you press Alt and hover over a model, you can select it, even if it's inside of a model. These doors look so good. Squigums, what do you think about this map? Oh, what's inside? Nothing's in these surface appearances. I don't think these are anything. You think I can delete them, Duffable? Yeah? Unban me on my main? No, Dirt Monster. No. It couldn't be you. Don't do this to me, man. You're gonna give me PTSD. I'm about to stroke out. For those that don't know, this guy like invaded my stream yesterday on like 10 different accounts and was like ready to fight Duffable. And apparently this guy also goes into Dirt Monster's stream and harasses him too. Except Dirt Monster got $50 out of him, so it's kind of like a W. Yeah, I really like the build. I really like the build, Duffable. This looks so good. How's the stream? We just started. I'm gonna make an enemy this stream. I just have to freaking clean up Duffable's mess because he just left all his parts scattered everywhere. Yeah, he was DMing Duffable. It was crazy. Yeah, come on, really, Duffable? Leaving me with this mess? Come on. Hey, I guess you can't be good at everything, right? You can be a good builder, but not a good organizer. I think that's everything for this room. Yo, Dirt Monster, have I showed you my procedural generation system? Have you seen it? He was racist? No way. I actually could have guessed that from a mile away. The way he was talking. Yo, thank you for the follow, Izzy24. I appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. So as soon as I get this done, I'm going to start on the enemy. Put this. Okay, let me show you. It actually might break a little bit. But basically, this system takes all these rooms right here and interconnects them based on their open doorways and based on the size. And it pretty much perfectly interconnects them all, and you can set up like how many rooms you want. So let me show you. We have a map model. I know, we finally have a map model. Let me adjust these weights really quick. It's gonna break because let me disable the room 21 and 22 because those are the rooms that I'm working on right now. And if I try to include those right now, it's gonna break the system. Here, I'll just do these and then I'll set these to 0 and I'll show you. Do we already have room template? No, okay. I know, weighted is so sick. Better than like having to make sure it equals 0 or 100. Okay, check this out. Where are we at right now? Where did we spawn? Oh, hold on. Let me actually remove this template. Here, I've got it here, so I'm just gonna delete this one. Okay. Come on, Duffable. I'll leave that there, actually. That might help. Okay, so it spawns this spawn room. This is like where you would start out the game, but you can see the system load itself here. So it basically just interconnects the room, but it lines up the doorways perfectly. Ignore how tall they are right now because that's just the space that Duffable, the builder, he's going to use to like create crazy ceilings or crazy flooring effects. Like if he wants to do a pool of lava or something like that, he can do that with the space now. But yeah, it perfectly connects them all. And then it caps off you know, like where it basically stops. But I could set it to like 100. Check this out. It's kind of satisfying to watch it load. We'll do 500, and let me just make sure that the fault grid width, height. Okay, so this will be fine for it. So check this out. It's set to make 500 rooms. And you can also add I have vertical rooms as well, so it can actually add verticality to the map. Oh, this one's messed up. Probably because I'm loading 500. But they should all interconnect, and then once they're done connecting, it'll cap off all of the exits. But as you can see, it's still generating right now, so I'm kind of lagging, but they all interconnect. Well, they should. I don't know. Oh, this one's just going to cap off when it's done. But it should connect to a route. Yeah, this is probably just an end cap here. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. It basically just works off of a grid system, and you tell the script how much space each of the template takes up, how many cells in the grid, and then you just match that with the actual each piece, and then the script just knows how to interconnect them pretty much. Jeez, I was not expecting 500 to be this long. Yeah. I thought it was pretty cool. If you have to regenerate the map multiple times, I'd cache the map tiles and make new if needed, so that you don't destroy and clone every time. This minimizes lag. Yeah, that's a good point. I think our maps are definitely never going to be that big, so it shouldn't really lag that much. Because what this was, I was trying to load 500 rooms, and I'm actually throttling it a little bit. I have like a task.wait on the main loop, but I'm throttling it. Don't listen to that chatter. Punches the guy in the face. Yeah, we hate optimization, man. Get out of here. No, but that's actually a good point. If we ever do need a map this big, it'll probably be good to cache it. Like start loading it in and caching it before the player actually plays the game. I'm going to put all of these in. Don't listen to Super Joshi Part Animal 123. What is that? Dang it, is there a way I can highlight all of this without, like, I want to highlight... Oh, never mind. I think... Did I get the models by doing this? Does it highlight the models? Yes, it does. Yeah, who's Super Joshi Part Animal 123? So I'm gonna put all of this. I don't know, ask Derp. Derp, are you hiding something? I think this is gonna go in here. I don't think Derp knows what you're talking about. Okay. Seagull lost his marbles. I think so. What just happened? I can't look up and down. Hello? Oh, there we go. Okay, so let's see if we got... Everything here looks good. I think we actually got everything. You're right, probably mixing people. They looked similar. You know what Dirt Monster looks like? Have you been to a stream? Or are you saying the name? Oh, okay. So I think we're good to just start loading 22 and 21. And we will do the tall rooms, 50 is fine. Okay, we're gonna leave everything like that. I'm going to not make it 50, we'll put it back to 10. Oh, you're the guy that snitched on me to Dirt Monster and lied about me being tall. No. Derp, he's back. Duffable, you know what to do. Blunder, who are you? Who even are you? Oh my gosh, he's gonna come back, I guarantee it. Every time he joins, my cortisol spikes. Wait, Derp is Super Joshi. I knew I wasn't going crazy. What is Super Joshi? Big man, please. Or, Tough Studios, please. Tough Studios, if you donate, we'll unban you. You told somebody the other day that. I'm so confused. Yo, what's up, Sino? How's it going? Okay, so let's go ahead and see if these maps work. Let's go ahead and run it. Wait, sue you and get you a life sentence since you have shown dozens of cyber crimes to me in sight? Alright, little bro, alright. Obama, you're giving me previews. Oh no. Look at this. This is what happens when you don't put everything in the right folder. I gotta see what I did wrong. No school for a few days, so good. That's awesome, man. I'm doing good too. It's a Friday, so I'm happy for the weekend because that means I get to dev a lot. Yo, what's up, Kebab? Tough Studios. I think the reason why you got banned, Tough Studios, is because you use too much object-oriented programming. You use too much object-oriented programming. This is an anti-object-oriented programming stream. Metatables detected. Yo, how's it going, Frank Programmer? Duffable, you're gonna get paid, I promise. Okay, why is this glitching? Everything's in the build out folder correctly. Oh crap, unless I combined... Hold on. Did I get the wrong things? What is... No, everything in here is fine. Floors. So this is fine too. Let's see. Yeah, this all looks good. Okay, let's collapse all this in one go. Yeah, so all this looks fine too. Well, where are we getting this floor from? Under floors. I don't know why this is actually glitching out. Wasn't there a room template right here too? Okay, let's just try getting these out of here and just doing the long sides. Oh, probably. Um. Oh my gosh, how many accounts do you have? I'm a Knorr. Yo, how's it going? You had an amazing time hanging out last night. We got to do it again. Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean hanging out? Were you like outside of my window or something? Like, I don't think I was online yesterday. Duffable, why can't you just ban him? Thank you. 30 emails per phone equals infinite account. That's not even good math. That's not even good math. Is he saying, okay, for that math to check out, that means he has infinite phones. He'll come with a new user in 30 seconds. Duffable, it's just free viewership for our game, so it's good math. Google limits it to 30 emails per phone number. You can easily buy infinite SIM cards for more phone numbers. Oh my gosh, this is insane. Okay, Duffable, it's more effort for him to create an account and join the stream than it is for you to press the ban button, so I think we're winning here. Oh my gosh, what happened to this? Is everything down? Oh, okay. Let's try loading this to see if the long hallway works. Come on. Okay. So the long hallways actually seem to be fine. We can see our little rats. Guys, what do you think about Duffable's rat model? What do you guys think about Duffable's rat model? You guys like Duffable's rat model? Okay, let me actually do a little test run here. Immaculate rat design. Okay, I'm just trolling Duffable. That's not his rat model. I grabbed that rat from the toolbox and Duffable's mad at me because I wasn't patient enough to wait for him to model it yet. How do you learn to make the textures yourself? He's just a G like that. No. Okay, I want to show you guys this mechanic in the game. Derp, you better stop that right now. You better stop that. Should we keep the mechanic in the game where the AI can't really detect anything if it's not in front of them, so you can just ride the rats around? We call it rat surfing? Oh crap, one spotted me. There's too many. Dude, this map looks so good, Duffable. Once we have like more details involved and different actual like setups. Yo, Derp, do you use what's it called? Rodux? The state manager? Never heard of it? Cringe. I'm just kidding. I don't use it. But I know a lot of people. A lot of people use it for state management. I just use attributes right now. Like if I need to track a state, I just create an attribute for it on whatever whatever makes the most sense in context. Like for example, if I'm tracking whether the player's like dead or alive, I'll just create like a state for them and then just set it to dead or alive, and then I'll connect all my scripts to that one attribute. But some people, that you can basically do that with Rodux in an optimal way apparently, but I don't know. I didn't know if it was worth using or not. I was trying to ask a pro. So we're gonna add the mechanic. Can I fit under here yet? No. Duffable, this piece of furniture, if you make it 1.5 studs exactly above the ground, I'll be able to fit under it. I already tested it. Dude, I'm calling cap. He doesn't have infinite accounts. Oh, see, like you can hide under this. But basically what I want to do is for any pieces of furniture that make sense, I want to make a part inside of here. And whenever the player enters that part, they're not going to be detectable, so they can basically hide away from enemies. You know what I mean? So like if I'm under this little piece right here, I want the enemies to like instantly stop chasing me. So we could just do that with an invisible part, and then just detect when they're in there and give them like a... just add to the logic that they can't be detected. That's something that Deadly Deliveries doesn't do. I think like as soon as an enemy detects you, it's like almost infinitely chasing you, which I don't know. I don't like that part. We also need to refine this pickup system. I can't pick up this piece of metal. We have our other scripter Sensu working on the pickup system, so he's still refining it. It was working perfectly on first person mode, and then I kind of was like, okay, we're switching to third person, and surprised him with that, so I can't blame him. Best viewers, SM... What? Is this a... Are you marketing in the chat right now? I respect the hustle. Best viewers. What happens if I go to that link? Am I gonna get like a virus? Hey, somebody set up the bot, right? So it's still a hustle, am I right? As long as I get the viewer number, we're good. Yo, Coder Siegel, are you working on any projects right now? Okay, so clearly this room is fine, so we're gonna set it to 0. I'm gonna test out this room really quick, because this room seems to be like the problematic one. Go ahead and... Yeah, that buckshot roulette liar's table. That's right, yeah. I remember you telling me about that. Oh my lord. What is going on here? Are you kidding me? Yeah, so this is definitely the problematic room. Animal incremental? Wait, Coder Siegel, are you Derp? Is that not Derp's game? Oh my gosh. Wait, is Coder Siegel Derp? Am I being trolled right now? Oh my gosh. Why do you have so many Twitch accounts? Okay, we need to figure out why this room is not working. It's making me bug out. What is going on? Dude, when I go to look at this model, look, when I press F to look at this model, hold on. I'm like in the stratosphere. You are not derp. Prove it to me. Say something that derp would never say. Duffable, are you still there? Yeah, I think I know how to fix it. Hold on. This works every time. This works every time. Wait. What? Why is my build out folder empty? I use Fusion and Rojo. Well, I use Vide, not Fusion, but same. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you're right. You're not derp. Derp don't mess with any of that. He keeps it raw. That's why I like watching him. Dude, where did my build out folder go? I literally... No way. Where is all this? Wait. What? Hold on. Oh, I copied the wrong room. This is the room. This is the cursed room right here. So let's put this in a model. And we're going to name it the same thing. Oh my gosh, dude, this model is cursed. Look at this. Okay, it seems like it's just the floors that are cursed. Because if I press F on everything else, it works. Well, I use Vide. Derp don't have games released either. Bromo Sapien. Derp just literally just released one on stream. Kebab, why no Rojo? I'm just messing. I think Rojo's fine. I personally don't use it right now, because my team doesn't use Rojo, and unless everyone uses the same, like, you kind of, if you're working with a team, you need to have the exact same flow. Like, I can't be using Rojo and them not, you know? But maybe once we work more together, we'll all start using Rojo. If you had a year of unlimited budget, which game would you make? It would be, I want to make a game where, I don't know if you guys have seen the show Sword Art Online, but basically just like the tower with all the bosses, it would be like a infinite story tower, that has a unique boss and unique moves every single floor, and it's just like an insane boss battle. So there's no like grind involved, it's just pure boss battles. That's what I would make. Yo, what's up, Spud? How's it going? Thanks for joining back. Thank you for the follow, the last foolish fool. You're cooking up a rubbish game on Steam? That's sick. What's it called? Let me rip it. I'm just kidding. Where is this floor? Duffable, look at this. Tell me where I am. What did you do? Oh, on stream? On stream, not on Steam. Are you streaming right now? Duffable, look. I don't even know where I'm at. It's a black hole? How do you do that? I'm just gonna delete it and see what happens. Let's just see what happens. Okay. So now, if I press F, I go straight to this. Oh crap, but look at that. Look at these doors right here. That's the problem. Look at these doors. Are those all parts of the map? Yes. As soon as I get this fixed, you're going to be able to see me running around in it, which is going to be awesome. Oh my gosh. Okay. I have an idea. Wait, what? Okay, so this wall exists inside of the large hallway. Okay. This also lives inside the hallway. Okay. So what I need to do, I need to select these and put them inside of this one, and then inside of the build out. And then I need to move them up, I think. I need to move them up. And these doors right here. Oh my gosh. But these, I think these need to be moved up. Yeah, because look how tall. Hold on. The game is Spud. The game is a fill rolling thing we made in 2 hours. Your speed goes up every time you complete it. A hill, you gotta get a giant flaming ball though. He used ChatGPT. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna need some sort of video to imagine this. All systems mostly because he didn't explain the environment in ChatGPT. Potato Does Dev, how's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. I'm cooking up a game like Repo. I'll show you what it looks like in a second after I fix this issue that I'm having with these walls, which I think I'm almost done. Okay, so you think this is just a scaling thing? No, I think this is I think I gotta move this. Is there a gap? No, I don't think so. I think that's perfect. Okay, I think that's perfect right there. So now I can move all of these into long and move these into build out. Potato Does Dev. What kind of dev are you? Are you a scripter? Okay, I think that's good now. And then we're gonna set the position of this to 0. No, what did I just do? Okay, this is messed up. Yo, how's it going, Ratiko? Ratiko's an OG. How you doing, Ratiko? I haven't heard from you in a few days. I'm watching the protest by Brazilian children at Brookhaven. I used to watch your live streams, but I didn't comment. Oh, okay. Thank you, man. Thank you for just watching them, too. I think we're good now. Let's see. Let's run this game. Yo, what's up, Worth Zach? How's it going? Okay, okay. Let's see what we got here. So this room is disconnected. So that's not good. and then this room's clipping in there, and then these rooms aren't aligning correctly. So it's still a little broken. Yeah, it's sort of like a repo style game, but it's gonna be mostly horror. But there's gonna be some like comedy involved. Like the enemies are gonna look a little goofy, some of them. But yeah, I guess that you can call it like a horror game. I'm just trying to figure out why this hallway isn't connecting correctly. W rat model. All right. Let's see. If we remove this build out folder out of the picture, let's put it into replicated first for now. What are we left with? Oh my gosh. You made the floors thicker. Duffable. If you make the floors thicker, it actually will break it. You can make another block. You can make another block like you did here on top of the floors. Yeah, it's actually procedurally generated with Zach. I can show you it in a second. But yeah, I can generate all these different rooms together. No worries, Duffable. I just gotta... I think they're meant to be too thick. Size 30 by 2 by 30. Yeah, so the cell size have to be 30 by 2 by 30. So 30 by 2 by 30. And a little lower. We're going to delete these. And then we'll do one floor like this. And we will scale this up. And this can go in the build out folder. Spud, can you explain a data leak? A memory leak? A memory leak? Is that kind of what you're asking? I think you mean the same thing. Yeah, basically, you can get a memory leak by having a table that infinitely grows, or connections that infinitely start up. So a good example is let's say every time a player joins the game, the player is added to a player table, and then as the server is... I thought it was printing data. No, a memory leak is basically data that infinitely grows and eventually will cause your game to crash or lag out, or your server. And you can have client-sided memory leaks, you can have server-sided memory leaks, but they're very bad. And sometimes they are hard to identify. Sometimes you have to dig through the code to find out where your memory leak is. And surprisingly, AI is not the greatest at finding memory leaks. It can help, but it's not the greatest. And it's annoying because there's some things that Roblox will automatically clean up when you call something like destroy, and then there's some things that Roblox won't automatically clean up. So to be safe, you just got to clear out every single connection that you start up. And like I was giving in that example, when you have a player that joins the game, they're added to a table, and then when the player leaves the game, you have to you have to remove them from that table. If you don't, then you're gonna have this table of infinite, basically infinitely growing table of every time a player joins, they're gonna be added to it. So that's an example. It's like a basic example of a memory leak. Isn't that why people use janitor? Yeah, that's exactly why people use janitor, because instead of having to create a variable for every single connection that you want to keep track of to then clear, people will use janitor. They'll require it once at the top of their script, and they will just basically any connection that they create, they'll send it over to this janitor table, and janitor keeps track of that connection in that set script, so that when you call the janitor cleanup, it'll clean up either a specific connection or all connections in that script, whatever you want. It makes managing connections easier. So if you have more than like 3 or 4, then it's probably worth using janitor. But if you have like 1 or 2, I would just use a variable and clean it up yourself. It's probably best practice to always use janitor though. I need to get more organized. Yo, how's it going, Toast? What's up, man? It's Friday. How you doing? Okay, so let's put this build back in. And hopefully we'll get this to work now. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Okay, so we'll put this, rise this up to right about there. Let's go ahead and test this out now. What days do you stream? I need a more consistent schedule, but for now it's going to be Thursdays and Sundays. I'm going to try to stream consistently Thursdays and Sundays, evenings, and then sometimes on Fridays, like I'm doing now. I try to stream and dev like whenever I get the chance, but I have a busy work schedule, so I try to do it when I can. Okay, so let's go ahead and test out this procedural generation. Hopefully we're not going to be running into any problems anymore. I'm not very optimistic though. I think that we're going to have more problems. I might just have to recreate that whole room. Oh my gosh, we're so close, I feel. We're so close. It's just one part is messing it up. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna reload this this map. So we're gonna take this script right here, this generator script, put it in here, disable this. And we are going to just generate this, regenerate this template again. Okay, so these are the 2 that I'm needing. I'm going to cut these out, put them inside of my room templates. And then we're gonna bring the room templates back in. Here we go, here we go. So we are going to move this up here. We're gonna take this build out folder, cut it, put it in here, delete this one, and then delete this right here. And now we're just left with this build out. Z fighting, I know there is so much Z fighting in this, but Duffable is going to take care of that. Duffable just started on these maps here, so Duffable is the builder for this game, by the way. Alright, oh, hold on. Okay, that's fine. So I think that's about where... Oh no, it needs to be up a little bit so that the room's actually... There we go. That looks good. So now we should be good to go now. Oh, hold on. I have to remove this generator script, enable this. Z fighting, man, Z fighting. What can you do about it, you know? Apply the wall textures. Come on, don't do me like that. Don't make me apply these wall textures right now. Here we go. See, now this system actually has no gaps. And as you can see, the inside is all put together. So we're good to go. Yo, what's up, AV? How's it going? Is this your first time in the stream? Oh, I just heard myself. That was weird. So let's go ahead and just run around really quick. Oh, is it that easy, Duffable? Is it? Are you gonna cringe if I don't do it? I'll do it. I'll do it just for you, okay? You're gonna cringe if I don't do it? Alright, fine. Fine. I will do it as you want. Enemy spawn, loot spawn. Okay, so how do I do this? I go into... I modified it so you can go into material variants and choose concrete. Okay. Concrete. Oh, it's that easy. Thank you, Duffable. Put this back in here. And let's go ahead and adjust the weight of this. We're also going to have put this weight here, and we are going to run it. Or actually, let's click play. So right now we basically only have two variants of rooms. So the map's not going to look very unique, but once we have like 10 different variants of rooms that can interconnect, the map's going to start looking so sick. This looks so good. We need to get this room done. So it's a floor by floor game? Exactly, yeah, it's a floor by floor game. First time here. This game is called Descend AV. It's basically going to be a game like Lethal Company, where you run around in a facility and you loot it. So that's why we had to set up this procedural generation system. But this first map is called the Sewers. You're basically going to go around avoiding enemies, which right now we have like a ridiculous amount of enemies and we only have one type. You're going to go around avoiding them, collecting loot, and bringing the loot back to your base of operations over here. So once I stand over here, I'm going to put my loot inside. You can see it floating right there. And then your quota goes up, obviously. And then once you meet your quota, so let's go ahead and just try to meet our quota really quick so you can see. And you can fight back. Yes, you can fight back, but we're trying to make the player feel very underpowered and the enemy's overpowered. So like kind of like in Repo, where you can fight back once you get some weapons, but like ideally you just want to avoid the enemies because they're so powerful and you're kind of underpowered. Dude, can I not pick that up? Okay, let me bait this out. Easy. And we're still working on the pickup system. We have another scripter on that. That's not me right now. Let's see if I can find any more loot. Here we go. We got pipe. Pause. And let me pick up the scrap metal. Okay, so I'm going to bring this back to base and then you'll see what I can do. How many people on the project? It's 4 of us. 4 people on the project right now. So let's go ahead and put this in. So get back to the drill, continue deeper or extract. I don't know why it cuts off here. I need to look into that. But basically you're going to be able to vote if you want to descend or extract. So if you've played Deadly Deliveries before on Roblox, we pretty much ripped this mechanic off of them. But you know, everyone rips mechanics off of people. Proud to say it. It's a good mechanic. So you're gonna be able to choose to descend or extract. If you extract, you take all of your loot with you. But if you descend, you kind of risk what you already have, but you, at basically at a greater reward, because you can go ahead and keep looting. There's gonna be more rare loot and tougher enemies. I think your item should automatically get put in the quota, like deadly delivery. You mean like as soon as you pick it up, it should get in the quota? You're saying like as soon as I pick it up, it should get in the quota? As soon as you enter the elevator? Yeah, I could do that. That would be like a good quality of life thing. Like as soon as you enter the elevator, it gets put in. That's a good point. Still need to work on the finer details. Right now, I just have this little like zone set up to allow you to drop off your loot. But it might be kind of cool if we keep it like this, because like imagine you're like showing your friend, like you're coming back into the ship and you're showing your friend like, dude, look what I got, like check this out, I'm about to put this in the loot store. That would be like the only reason why I would think about it, because then you can like run up and put it in and everyone can kind of watch you do it. So it might bring like a little bit more of like a cool moment to be able to like pull it out in the ship and be like, you could even troll your friend like, yeah, I'm not gonna cash in this loot, like I'm just gonna leave the game with it. But yeah, that's basically the game that we're building, called Descend. If you guys want to keep track of when I stream Descend, and you want to like also join as a tester, I can link the Descend Discord right now. Let me link it in the chat. Yo, thank you for following, Worth Zach. This is low-key unique on Roblox. How has scripting been for it? Okay, I just linked it. Yeah, definitely join, man. Thank you for all the interest. How has been scripting for it? It's been pretty good. Since we have a pretty decent team. I love working with a team. Honestly, like, solo dev has its pros too, but I don't know why. I just hate solo deving. Like, I love doing things with other people. Like collaborating and stuff. It's so much more fun when you have like people striving for the same goal alongside of you. So because of that, it's been pretty easy to code because we're all working at it together. So I'm working on the enemies right now. So as you could see, that rat was one of the enemies that I built on one of the last streams, but the next enemy that I'm going to build, I gotta think of a unique name for it, but I'm gonna name it, let me think. I'm gonna name it Jelly Blob. And this is gonna be basically an enemy that is a like a slime enemy or a blob, and it's going to be able to like absorb the player in, and the player is going to have to like tap a button really fast to get out of it, and it's going to deal damage to the player slowly every second that the player is inside of it. I thought that was a unique enemy. So, AI is going to help me make this enemy hardcore. Allow other players to also try to free the player from the jelly. Yes, that's a good idea. Like, if you kill the jelly, you can help your friend get, or it'll just take your friend out of it, I think. But maybe we'll add like a button too. I think we're gonna add another enemy that we're gonna have more of like, okay, your friend has to help you with this kind of thing. We're gonna have an enemy that like wraps around your head and blinds you, like it does in Lethal Company. And your friend's gonna be able to like rip the monster off of your head. That's gonna be another one. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull up my AI. So you said, Worth Zach, you're a dev as well, trying to find motivation for my own game. That's part of why I like working in a team, because it's you can kind of all motivate each other. Whereas solo dev, like, you can always find excuses to not develop. It's harder to find excuses when you have like 3 other people depending on you to do your part. Will there also be bosses or larger, more stronger enemies which roam around? AB, that's a really good idea. I think there will be. I think we will design like a couple really big, dangerous, like super dangerous enemies. That will have like a ton of HP that maybe if you kill, they can drop like a unique item or a unique tool or weapon. That's actually a really good idea. So let me give context to my AI. I'm going to send it my rat script. I'm going to send it my general AI class script. And then I'm also going to send it this new Jelly Bob module. And then on my enemy tag, I'm going to give it a new enemy to look for. Yo, what's up, Code Kadri? How's it going? Welcome back to the stream. How you doing this Friday? Oh. I'm the main dev for development in my studio. The other person handles all external affairs like marketing and Discord. Nice. So yeah, you kind of have like a team get going there, because marketing's a legit thing. Like community management and stuff. I'm doing good. What about you? I'm doing good, man. Can't complain. Living my dream. So I'm going to go ahead and give the AI my context. And I'm going to say, I am making a new enemy aside. Actually, I'm going to give it my zombie script too, so it knows like I have these hyper specific AI modules. And I'm going to prompt the AI that I'm making this new enemy called the Jelly Blob. Jelly Blob. It's... I want it to... I wanted to chase the player like the rat script does, but when it reaches the player, instead of exploding, the blob will tween into the player, sort of like absorbing the player, create an attachment to keep the player inside of it, and the blob is going to run at super speeds. Give me a constant at the top to adjust this. And keep the player inside of itself. Every second, or we'll say like every 3 second tick, the blob should do damage to the player. The blob should do damage to the player it has absorbed. And let me think about this. When it has captured a player, it can resume walking around its patrol. And while it has a player, it shouldn't detect anyone else. It should just walk around with that player inside of it. So we're gonna see what our AI does with this, but I gave it a lot of context. So one thing I know is people always clump AI code and AI art together like they're the same thing. Yeah, I think if you're gonna use AI, you really have to, as far as coding, like you really have to be the designer of the overall system. Because if you let AI design your system too much, it's gonna fall apart. It's super unorganized. Your teammates aren't gonna know how it works. It's just a mess. Yo, have a good night, Duffable. Thank you for joining. The map looks amazing, by the way. Okay, so we got our Jelly Blob script. Well, it's actually still generating, but I'm gonna show you guys what that looks like, and we're gonna go over it just to make sure it looks good. And as far as the character model goes, I'm gonna go ahead and just find like a quick blob in the models here. Oh my gosh, this one looks hilarious. This one does too. I think I'm gonna use this one. This one looks too funny to not use. Make it a giant blob. And I will go ahead and... we don't need slime AI because we have our own AI. Oh, it has a walk animation? You've got to be kidding me. Let me check this out. Let's see what this walk animation looks like. Dude. That's so cool. We're actually gonna steal that. For now. We're gonna do publish to Roblox. Blob. Yeah, we're gonna borrow it. Blob walk anim. And we will put this towards Dino Lab, save. Okay. We can copy this. And the way that I organize all of my animations, I keep them in animation data. Keep it nice and clean. Okay, so we just gave it the walk and run animation. Let's go ahead and see how our AI is doing. So let me go to my Jelly Blob script. Oh, I named it Slime Blob, but I need to name it Jelly Blob. Animation data. Jelly Blob. Okay, and now we're going to put this model. We can delete this thumbnail camera and save. We're gonna put this model inside. Inside of our enemies. And the way that we tie these models to our scripts, it's so easy. I just set it up with a tag, so I would just name it I would give it the tag of the enemy. So I'm gonna name it Jelly Blob for the tags, and now they should all inherit the Jelly Blob module. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at this script that we got. So it basically took our rat script and it converted all of these different animation possibilities. So we got a lot of configurations up here. Capturing range. This is the distance to initiate capture. Absorb tween time. Let's say that's a 1, so like we can like watch the blob like combine with you. Capture sprint speed. So once it captures you, it's gonna run really quickly, which is gonna be funny. Patrol is gonna be pretty slow. We should have like a run. Let me see what we did for the rat. Okay, here we go. So the chase walk speed is 18 for the rat. So we're gonna do a little bit slower for the blob. Patrol walk speed is 10. Wait, so then what is... Capture sprint speed 28, okay. Okay, we'll just keep it at 10. Okay, so this is the main behavior loop that is going to override the general AI behavior loop. The general AI behavior loop is pretty much just walking around. When it detects an enemy, it runs towards them, attacks them by hitting them with some damage. And then as soon as you're out of sight, it resumes its loop. But we're basically overriding that here with this loop. And we're gonna say, while self.active, if has captured player, then handle captured patrol state. So it's going to run the captured patrol state when we've been captured, and then it's going to say else. If we're chasing, then we're going to keep handling the chase, and if we're not chasing and we haven't captured a player, we are just going to default to the normal patrol. So far this loop looks good to me. Makes sense. Now we can delve into these different methods. So handle patrol state. This is going to be if a target, it's going to assign a target which will get a random waypoint. This is everything that my other AI does. This is pretty much everything my other AIs do, so this is fine. Handling the chase state. This is everything, same thing as my other AIs. Handle captured patrol state. Okay, so this is new. This is the state that I told it I wanted when somebody is captured. What does it do? It should just like run really fast. So slower patrol while digesting. Okay, so this is odd. I don't know what it means by this. So it's gonna find a target like it does in the regular patrol. Going to walk over to that target. Okay, so this is literally just the same as the regular patrol, but it's going to increase the speed. Capture player, so this is obviously unique. It's going to make sure, it's going to do all the checks to see if the player is actually a player, whatever, humanoid, character, root part, if it has all that. Stop moving during capture. So it's going to move the blob's humanoid over to... I actually don't know what this is doing. Humanoid move to self root part position. So it's like moving into itself. Stop animation. That's self-explanatory. It's going to play the absorb animation, which we don't have yet, so we won't get an error. It's just not going to do anything. As long as we actually create the animation. Let me make sure. We have walk, idle, absorb, jump, and digest. So let me go ahead, go to animation data. So we need walk, idle, absorb. We have walk, idle. We need absorb. Walk, idle, absorb, jump, and digest. Jump. And we need digest. Why do we have 6 here? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 here. Walk, idle, absorb, jump, digest. Walk, idle, absorb, jump, digest. So chase walk we need to remove. There we go. We don't need chase walk. And we also need to set up the default sounds too. Are 4 of you guys co-owners? Yes, we are. I've had so many people say that like co-owning a game is hard as far as like how much percent do you give everyone, but we seem to all get along pretty well with the percents that we have. But yeah, we're all co-owners. And let's go to sound data. This is where I keep all my sounds. And as you can see, I have a little template I can rip off here for the sounds. We're gonna name this Jelly Block. And let's see what sounds we need. We need footstep, absorb, digest, and patrol sounds. So we have patrol sounds, footsteps, digest, and we need the absorb sound. And we also need the absorb properties. We're going to switch this attack properties to digest properties. And let's see. And we need absorb properties as well. Okay, so we'll mess with the exact sounds later, but we've got the sounds and the animations in place, so it's not going to error out. I'm just going to continue going through the script to make sure I understand it. Don't know what this does, so I have to look into that. We were once 4 as well for me, but 2 left. I really hope the same doesn't happen for you because I'm personally invested in this game. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, I mean, I hope for the same too. We actually have some history though. We've made some games together already that have made, you know, over 1 million Robux. Not to flex or anything, but we're proven working together already, so I think we're pretty solid. Code K-Tree, my advice is to separate the modules to make it easier. If someone is making enemy AI in Lua, I would split it into parts like move logic, attack logic. Yeah, that's a good point. I probably should split these methods into more specific ones, but I do kind of have that set up here. So this is like the general AI module, and it's set up between I have the animation logic, detection logic, and the sound logic all separated. And then I have some basic methods in here that all the AIs can use. And then the hyper-specific modules for these enemy types will just override some of those methods. But yeah, I should probably break these out into more. I think for now, I'll probably keep it. What I like to do when I'm making a game, I like to optimize to like a certain level. I don't like go 100% optimization until the game is actually like a proven game that people like. You know, like I wanna more like get the game out, see if people like it, and then continue to optimize from there. So I like moving a little bit quick with the development part, like of a new game. Okay, so let's go back to this module. So we are going to play the absorb sound. We're going to tween the player into the blob, which I'm going to check out this method. Create a capture attachment. Okay, so this will attach the player. Stop detections. Start damage loop. This looks great so far. Tween player into blob. This is pretty self-explanatory. Hold on, it's creating a... We need to temporarily anchor or use body position for smooth movement. I've actually never used body position before, so I'm curious to see how this works. I thought you could just tween the root part of the player and the whole player would just move with it. But maybe this is a better way to do it. And it looks like... Are we even tweening? Yes, we are. Okay. If I'm wanting to learn a script, should I use VS Code or instead use Studio? Oh, Worth Zach, I'll answer yours first. One of my previous games that you can check out that I made with this team is called Hide the Food. It doesn't have that many players right now, but it did generate a lot of income when it was popular. It was just like a quick cash grab game for us to learn how to work together and stuff like that. If I'm wanting to learn the script, should I use VS Code or use Studio? I used Studio, but I know a lot of people use VS Code. I think either one you'll be fine. The only problem with VS Code is if you're like doing Roblox development, with VS Code you're gonna have to learn how to use Rojo, which isn't too hard, but basically you're gonna have to set up a connection between VS Studio and Roblox, and you have to map out like where you want all your scripts to go. And when you map it out and you put the scripts in those folders in VS Code, it's gonna basically sync over to your Roblox game. If I'm being honest, I think just stick with Studio while you're learning, and then once you learn code, you can decide to move on to VS Studio or yeah. Is there a good place to begin learning Lua? Yeah, YouTube. YouTube is how I learned. I've been coding for 11 months, and I feel like I can make the games I want to make with what I know so far. So the Dev King, I haven't seen his tutorials. I started off on what's his name, Brawl Dev. Man, Brawl Dev's got to start paying me for how much I recommend him. I do Brawl Dev for the simple coding, and then he has good advanced topics too. But like if you're going really advanced and you want good explanations, Crusher Fire is a good resource too. So start damage loop. We're gonna create a damage connection. This is good that we're keeping it on this variable, self variable, so that we can clean it up later. So this is pretty simple. Oh, and I love that AI used my deal damage method. This is a custom method I made that works with my downed and revive system. So it's not actually going to apply damage using like the humanoid, the classic humanoid dealing damage way. It's going to use it used my method. So that's really good that AI did that. Okay, so releasing player. Actually didn't tell it when to release the player, so I'm gonna see, when are we calling release player? Are we ever calling that? Okay, so release the player if the character dies. Release the player on stop. Release the player when the blob is destroyed. And release the player when if the player dies or leaves, which I guess we do twice. Yeah, when the player breaks free, but I didn't tell the AI, I didn't give the AI that much instruction, because it's going to be another big thing that I'm going to add in, where the player has to like tap a key a bunch of times. So I think we're basically gonna have to use a local sided script to detect player input. I'll have to see, because I could also do this other method where I don't have to use local sided code at all. I could actually clone a button. I could actually clone a button and hook it up with dot activated, and you can actually do that on the server side, I believe, which is weird, but it works. So this script mostly looks good. Let's go ahead and test it out. Moment of truth. We are actually going to disable the rat for now. So we're spawning basic enemies, so let's go ahead and we're spawning basic enemies, so let's just put this here. And we will leave the bomber rat in advance. All right, let's go ahead and see if we got any errors. No errors so far, which is great. All right, let's look for this enemy. Do we see him anywhere? I don't see him anywhere. Where is he at? Is it possible that I'm just not let's look through in servers. Look through in server view. I don't think this enemy exists. Okay, there's a surefire way we can spawn him in, so we're just gonna do that. See what's going on. Yeah, I'm not seeing him anywhere. Okay, let's just have him spawn in every time. Okay, so he's just genuinely not spawning in. Is he anchored? Is my homeboy anchored right now? No. So he's spawning over here for some reason. Yo, how's it going, Elper L5? Is its primary part set? Oh, you might be cooking with that. Hold on. No, it's not. Dude, you are so useful. Well, let's see if this is it. Let's see if this is it. And let's make sure, just double check, we're not anchored. Okay. It might be primary part. I think you're right, man. I really do. Yes, look at him. Look at him, guys. Oh, he sees me. He sees me. Oh, he's coming. Dude, he's kind of scary. Look at him. All right, let's see what happens when he actually attacks me. He doesn't see me yet. He doesn't see me. He can't fit. All right, let's just run up to him. Oh, I'm inside of him. And our script broke. That's what 3 years experience with no good game does for you. Oh my gosh. I don't know how long I would have spent on that, so thank you, man. Attempt to index nil with disconnect. Attempt to index nil with disconnect. Is, can you not call disconnect on a connection? Yeah, you can. So if this connection exists, then we're disconnecting it. And then... So basically, self.damage connection must be set to nil at some point. And when it's set to nil, the disconnect method no longer exists. Because if it's not a connection, then it can't access that method. That's the only thing I can think of with my tiny brain. So let's just go ahead and confirm this. If this prints nil, then we know why. Yo, Duffable, you're still here? What's up? Okay. Anyways. So let's go ahead and just print that out so we can see, like, right before we get an error. Yeah, he's alting. He's going kind of crazy right now. He's crashing out. So we're gonna go get absorbed by a slime. How do we not have any slimes again? Where did they all go? Did we How? What? It just worked and now it's not working. We haven't changed anything. Okay, now we have a slime for some reason. Not sure why it's not spawning every time, but oh my gosh. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this error again. Okay, so we got the error. And right before it, we should print... Oh no, this time we got a different error. Okay, let's go ahead and see what our error is. Yeah, it has digestion. This guy's really unemployed. Yeah, I know. He just keeps joining on alt. I do have to end stream early today, but I'm gonna try to fix this error really quick before I go. And then we're gonna finish the slime enemy on my next trip, or on my next stream. So let's look at this error really quick. First off, we need to stop warning this. I don't care. Dude, it's the same error? I thought... Oh no, we got a different error. Okay. Here's the error. Here's the actual error we got. Attempt to call missing method has animation. Is that not a method? Let's look at our... Yeah, that's literally just not a method. So why would it create... Why would AI create a method that... Call a method that doesn't exist? Honestly, I don't even think we need this method. Let's just play animation. Play animation digest. Let's just do that. How do your server services communicate with one another? Direct references or signals? Are you saying how do they communicate with like their corresponding client services, or like... Or how do they intercommunicate? Okay, we're being absorbed. We're being absorbed by two of them. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That was insane. Okay, so intercommunication. Well, basically, the main controller of all of the server functions, like everything that the server does, I mainly control through a main game loop. So the main game loop will call all the other server services. So usually, ideally, I mean, some of them do, but ideally all of my server services, like, they don't actually intercommunicate. They're kind of standalone built systems. And then for all the, and then I have this game loop here that first off uses all of these game specific modules. So the way I organize, basically, I have all of my systems that I use throughout all of my other games. And then for anything that is hyper specific to this game loop, I keep in this game loop module. And then this game loop module utilizes the services when it needs to. That's basically how I like to organize. Do you sometimes get fed up? Yeah, I got fed up the other day with the map generator. It was driving me nuts. And I also got fed up with the AI system. I get fed up a lot, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so let's go ahead and we need to make sure that when the slime has you inside of it, all the other slimes immediately stop aggroing. I think we're gonna do that. Yeah, because it would kind of mess up if we don't. Let's look at our AI detection really quick. Okay, so if the state is downed, then return nil. So we're going to add another state here. If state is equal to downed, or state is equal to, let's make a state called let me think. Make an attribute called targetable. And if targetable is set to true, then we are not going to target that player. So now we just need to, in our jelly blob script, we're gonna have AI recommend where to add this in. When a player is captured by a blob, make sure the attribute targetable is set to, wait, no, targetable should be false. Set to false. Wait. We should make it untargetable. So if the player doesn't have it. Right? Untargetable. How do you spell untargetable? I got it. So it's set to is untargetable not a word? If it's set to, so if untargetable, hey, W spelling, untargabike. If untargetable is set, the player is captured by blob, make sure attribute untargetable is set to true. Tell me where to add this line. Okay. Okay, so it's gonna add the line right, or it's gonna tell me where. But for now, I'm gonna go back into my detection logic, and I'm gonna say if untargetable is equal to true, then return no. Perfect. So I need to go to my jelly blob. Find my attack player, or attached player. And then right here is where we are going to add it. So we're going to set the attribute to true. And then we also need to set the attribute back to false when we release the player. There we go. So let's go ahead and test this again. Non-targetable. Yeah, I think untargetable is not a word. Okay, let's go ahead and test this out. So one of them sees me. Oh gosh. They can't even make it up the ramp. Oh my gosh, they're pushing the whole ramp. Alright, let's get captured by one of them. Alright, so we're captured. Taking us with it. And it's slowly dealing damage to us. Oh my gosh, I'm stuck in a falling animation. That's actually so cool. This is not by design. So it's taking us with it. And ideally, I'm inside of it. I need to be inside of it, so I'm gonna fix that next time. And it's going to down me. So while I'm down, it should release me. While I'm down, it should release me. So I'm gonna go ahead and work on that on the next one. Let me actually make some notes. But that's actually gonna be it for this stream. It's gonna be a shorter one. But you should put the player state to falling or the play animation to falling, because once you put it inside of it, it's probably going to break. I have that feeling. That's a good point. Change player humanoid state to falling perma when inside of blob. So this is going to be my to-do list. And then obviously add sounds to blob. But this is going to be my to-do list for next time. That's going to be it for this stream. So thank you guys if you're still watching. Thank you for all the advice, Elper. And if you guys want to keep up on this game's development, feel free to join the Discord. Yeah, thank you guys for joining. Let me link the Discord one more time for anyone that didn't get it the first time. Okay. If you guys want to keep up with the streams or the development of this game, definitely join the Discord. And I'll just announce there every time I stream it. We're going to have a testing session soon, so if anyone wants to test the game as well, that would be awesome. Yeah, the stream is ending. I gotta end the stream now, but I'm gonna be streaming this Sunday, so... Alright, I'll see you guys later. Have a good night.